Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing this morning? Go ahead and double tap on my screen real quick as you come into the room. How y'all doing this morning, man? Good morning, good morning, good morning to each and every one of you guys. Sorry for my tardiness this morning. Yeah, got up, had to, make a couple of runs this morning after dropping the baby off at school. So, yeah, sorry about that tardiness. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing this morning? What's going on, Danielle? How y'all doing this morning? Yeah, had y'all startled for a second. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, what coach had? Ain't no way she ain't here this morning, and we just had class last night. She ain't tell nobody she wasn't gonna be here. Yeah, I can see y'all now getting ready to start DMing and texting and calling. I am just fine. I was just running a little bit behind. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I was on the way. I was on the way. You know what I'm saying? I'm here now. How y'all doing this morning? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Sending you guys nothing but love this morning. Hoping and praying that everybody got up and you got up good this morning on the right side of the bed. What's up, Kira? How you doing? Inspiring Queen Trish, I see you. Tia, Heather Smith, I see you. LaStar, good morning to you. Kimberly Farmer, Danielle, how you doing? Gloria Robinson, good morning to you. Thank y'all so much. Oh, so y'all really miss me. I see y'all sending me some love already on TikTok. Let's go. That's right. Come on, double tap on that. Come on, Big Eddie. Good morning to you and Nikki this morning. Sending love to you guys and to the kids as well. Larice, appreciate you so much. Thank you, Charmaine. Thank you so much. Y'all double tap on that screen this morning. I hope and pray that everybody got up this morning. Good morning, Latifa, Nicole, Libra. I see you, sexy lady. How you doing, TT Way? I see you. Good morning to you as well. Double tap on that screen. Let me get some love going over here on Facebook. Let me get some love over on IG. How y'all doing this morning? Just I was about to put on my running shoes to come up. And man, listen, I was on the way. Thank you. I was on the way. Let me get like 50. Let me get 100 stars. I'm gonna say 50, but we ain't gonna go small. We going big. Let me get 100 stars over here on Facebook real quick, and let me get at least 5 badges over here on IG. Good morning. If you are just happy to be here this morning, if you excited to be a part of this brand new day, if you woke up this morning and you right in your right mind, you know what I'm saying, got the activities of your limbs. Good morning, Crystal Love. How you doing this morning? That's right. I'm just glad to be here, Coach. Happy to be able to experience a brand new day. Happy to be clothed in my right mind. Happy to be right here with you guys this morning. Prepared to worship Bishop Desmond. Good morning, Angel from South Africa. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys in South Africa. Big ups to you guys. Can't wait to make it over there one day. You know what I'm saying? I would love to get over there. So yes, good morning to y'all. Thank you so much for that first badge, Corny. I appreciate you so much. Let me get 4 more on IG. How y'all doing? Barbara Rogers, how are you? Thank you, Lisa B. Creation. Antoinette, good morning to you. Stephanie Belt, good morning to you. Latoya Scott, good morning to you. Holly John, good morning to you. Thank you, Body by Kira. I appreciate you guys this morning. Miss Cocky, I appreciate that badge. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's a good day to have a good day. Grand Rising, Rich Rising, happy new day to my chosen family. That's right. Come on now. It's a good day to have a good day. Happy Grand Rising. Good morning. Happy new day. Thank you, Bad Gal Sexy. Appreciate you. Yeah, it's a good day to have a good day. I don't care what you got going on in your life. It's a good day to have a good day. Thank you, Anissa. I appreciate you. Thank you. Is it Edie? Edie Nicole. Appreciate you. Felicia. I appreciate you. Danielle. Thank you so much. Y'all at 70 right now. Let me get 30 more over here. Shaida, thank you so much. Caramel Campbell, thank you so much. I just want to say it's a good day to have a good day. And I don't care what it is that you're facing right now. Good morning, Romeo. How are you? You know what I'm saying? But I don't care what it is that you're facing right now in your life. I want you to know that it's going to be okay. Would you say, Coach, I don't care what it is that you're facing right now in your life and how much the enemy has tried to trick you into thinking that it was going to be the end of you, that you weren't going to be able to come back from it, that, it's going to be so hard, so difficult, it's going to take up so much of your time, that it's going to be this, every negative thought, it's going to be this, it's going to be that. I want you to know, don't stop. Don't stop. Just put it in the comment section. Just don't stop. I don't care just don't stop. Get up every day. Don't stop. Get on your knees every morning. Don't stop. Make sure you're getting into your fasting, 7 to 14 days, picking the time. If you just now starting and say, Coach, I can only do 7 days, do 7 days. Don't stop. After you get your 7 days, do your 14 days. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. It's the enemy's job to deceive you. It's his job to trick you into thinking that you're not capable. It's his job tricking you into thinking that you're not good enough. It's his job to trick you into thinking that you don't measure up. What the enemy wants from you, he wants you to stop. He wants you to throw in the towel. He wants you to give up on yourself. He wants you to walk away. He wants you to get frustrated. He wants you to get agitated. He wants you to get annoyed, so much so annoyed that you throw away your mission, that you throw away what it is that God has created and designed you to do. Don't stop. Yeah, come on. That's it. Don't stop. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is that you're facing this morning. And I know some of you guys are like, Coach, but you know, it's so much. I don't know if I can deal with this, and it's so heavy on me. And I just, I done tried everything, and it just won't work. And I keep going to this and going to that, and it just won't work. And I just feel like, it'll just be easier for me to give up. It'll be easier for me to throw in the towel. It'll be easier for me to just walk away from it. And those are thoughts of the enemy. I need you to shut down that negative internal dialogue. I need you to shut down those thoughts that's saying that you can't do it, that it's going to be too much. And what I want you to do is replace those negative thoughts with positive ones. Every single time that you hear something in your mind, in your spirit that says, oh, you should give up, I want you to say to yourself, I can't afford to stop. Every time somebody says, oh yeah, well, you're not good enough, you have to look at, I'm more than enough. And you say it out loud. You speak life over your life. You speak life over everything that's connected to you. You speak life no matter what it looks like. You owe it to yourself to make sure that if don't nobody else believe, if don't nobody else see, if nobody else is on board, that you are locked in so much. Thank you, Danielle, for those stars. That you're so locked in with yourself that it does not matter what another individual thinks about your life. I love me some me. It doesn't matter what another person got to say. Oh, baby, I love me some me. No matter how much they do this and how much they do that, baby, everything that you bring to my life is what? It is extra. Come on, talk to me nice. Baby, that is extra. I've already done what I needed to do. I'm already prepared to make whatever things that I need to make, however I need to come through. Oh, for me, I've already got that. Understand that. So anything that you're bringing that's extra, hello, somebody, that's right. Make sure that no matter what it is that you got going on in your life, that you are on top of things mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically for your own life. You're not giving me something that I'm not already providing for me. Because if I'm lacking in any of those areas, I'm not dateable. Come on, what you say, Coach? Yeah, don't. Come on, don't try to walk away. Don't try to walk away. Come on back. I probably should have gave the disclaimer. Hello, because if I'm lacking in any of those areas, then right now I am not dateable. I don't want to be connected to nothing or nobody if I'm not in a place in my life where I'm operating with a healthy mindset, a healthy spiritual life. Understand that. That's right, a healthy spiritual life and a healthy physical life. Both of them got to be balanced before I'm trying to get with anybody, talk to anybody, be serious about anybody. Understand that. Why? Because if I'm not at a good place in my life mentally or spiritually, then guess what's going to happen? I'm going to find myself right back in the same broken situations that I've been in. I'm going to find myself right back over there being used, being abused. I'm going to find myself right back over there crying and whining and trying to figure out why life always lifing on me, why things ain't never going the way that I want them to go, why things ain't never doing what I want them to do. Have you done the work that is necessary in your life? Knowing who you are is extremely important. Understand that in your growth and your development, knowing who you are, knowing what you bring to the table, because when you know who you are, you also know who you are not, right? Is that not what we talked about this week? Well, I know who I am, so I also know who I am not. So therefore, you can't just say no anything to me. Understand that. You can't say no anything to me. So when I hear that negative talk of I'm not good enough, I know how to open up my mouth and say that, oh baby, I'm more than enough. When I hear that negative talk that I'm never going to make it, I open up my mouth and I let it be known that I am more than a conqueror. Understand that when I hear that negative talk about that I'm going to be defeated, that I'm not going to do this, I I know how to open up my mouth and say that I'm more than victorious, and that no matter what it is that I'm going through in my life, I know that this is all part of the plan. So what you say, God, is however you want to go about it. Yeah, this is a temporary stage. This is not a state. This is a temporary stage of my life. Everything that I'm facing in my life, every hardship, every dark hour, every trial, every tribulation, anything that I'm dealing with in my life, all of this is part of the plan. What you say, Coach, I will not lose focus. I will not throw in the towel. I will not give up on myself. This is all part of the plan. Get up and get out of that bed. Get up and shake that negative energy off. Get up and do what? Get your teeth brushed, get your shower, get prepared to so go out and do what? Have the best day ever. That's what I'm about to go do. I'm about to get up. I'm shaking off that negative energy. That's right. I'm about to step out and have the best day ever with a smile on my face, being very intentional about my day. That's right. Anybody that got their face balled up, that's already mad and upset with life, have the day that you deserve. Hello, somebody. That's right. Have the day that you deserve, because I will not be taking that negative energy on. I will not be over there exchanging that negative energy. I will not be stepping down on your level. No. Intentional. I'm having me a good day on purpose. I'm operating with peace on purpose. That's right. My energy is through the roof on purpose. Yeah. Well, why would I do that? Why would I? I can't. I'm not having a bad day because somebody else decided that they was having one. Those of you that's getting up right now, you getting up and you getting out your bed. Yeah. And you get ready to go to your work, about to go into that environment, around a bunch of different personalities, different people, all of that. No. I don't care what it is that you're surrounded by. Let's just be clear, right? Let's be clear about something. I don't care what type of environment that you're about to walk into. One thing's for sure, two things for certain is you are always responsible for your own behavior. You're always responsible for how you show up. Everybody in there can be having a bad day. Everybody in there can have frowns on their face. Everybody in there can be walking around all dragging and everything, but that ain't got nothing to do with you. You get to pick and choose how you're going to show up. You get to pick and choose how your face is going to be set. Understand that you get to pick and choose whether or not you're going to say good morning or not. You get to pick and choose those things, and how another person acts should have effect the way that you act. Just because they walking around acting that way does not mean that you have to exchange that type of energy. Does not mean that you have to show up and behave the same exact way, because once you do that, you're no better than them. Let's just be real. Oh yeah, well, I ain't speaking to nobody. I ain't doing this. I ain't doing that. Oh, okay, well, you ain't no better than them. You ain't yeah, you ain't no better than them. Baby, I'm gonna walk in every single time. I'm gonna say good morning, whether you say anything or not. It's just gonna be good morning, and that's an overall good morning. Directly coming over there to your space, I'm not gonna do. But when I walk into any room, it's still gonna be good morning with a big, there you go, with a big smile. Better hope I ain't got a little water with me, baby. Yeah, because once I say good morning and drink my water, then you already know what time it is. I'm drinking water and minding my business all day long. I see the mood that y'all are in. I can tell that y'all got y'all little feelings, whatever. And so what I'm doing, I'm what? Good morning and drinking my water. Good morning and minding my business and walking smooth off. That's it. That's all. The moral of the story is stop allowing other people and what they think and what they feel to dictate what you think and what you feel. Stop taking on stuff that don't belong to you. Them having a bad day ain't got nothing to do with your day. Every single day that you wake up, you put 10 toes to the ground. You have to understand that this is a brand new day that you wasn't promised. I wasn't promised to be here today. Hold on one second, y'all. I wasn't promised to be here today. This right here, this is a blessing. I just received something that I did not know that I was going to get. And for that alone, I'm grateful. For that alone, I'm appreciative. For that alone, understand that, I'm going to give, I have joy. I have peace in my heart, knowing that, right? And what I told you about yesterday. And not only that, when you're solid in the way that you show up, when you're solid in the way that you move, when you're solid in the way that you think, you don't allow what other people think and what other people feel to affect you. Baby, I'm not going to let you do that to me. You won't ruin my day. You won't pierce my peace. You won't upset me. You won't ruin my good mood. What I will do is I will walk slam on off. What I will do is distance myself from you. Because honey, if you only knew. Y'all see it? Yeah. If you, come on. See, y'all paying attention. Y'all paying attention. I knew, yeah. If you only knew. Come on now, what we talking about? If you only knew though. If you only knew, baby, if you only knew that whatever it is that you're facing right now in your life, if you only knew that could change just like that in a skinny minute, just like that in a blink of an eye. If you only knew that, that mood that you got, that negative spirit that you're carrying right now, that heaviness that you feel, that cloudiness in your mind, if you only knew that that could change just like that in a blink of an eye, in a skinny minute, everything that you were going through right there in your life, it just flipped, just like a switch instantly, right there and just right there. Understand that that's the type of power, that's the type of control that you honestly have over your life. But the problem is you won't activate it. You have every single thing that you need in order for you to live up to your fullest potential, in order for you to be able to be great, in order for you to create the very best version of yourself. It's already there, but you have to activate it. If you only knew. Understand that. And that's the reason why I said in the beginning of this live is that you have to be mindful of the enemy's tactics. His job is to discourage you. His job is to keep you sad. His job is to keep you depressed. His job is to keep you thinking less of yourself. Because if you continuously think less of yourself, if you continuously look at yourself like a nobody, if you continuously look at yourself like you're not good enough, like you don't matter, then guess what? That's exactly how you'll treat yourself. Like a person that is not good enough, like a person that does not matter, like a person that does not measure up. How you see you is going to be how you treat you. And if you only knew. How you see you is going to be how you treat you. If you, if you, she said the passion is felt through this phone. Man, that's God's plan. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. What you say? Yeah, come on. Let's be real. How you see you is going to be how you treat you. How you see you. How are you talking to you this morning? Huh? Come on, talk to me. How are you talking to you this morning? Thank you, Jessica, for those stars. Appreciate you. We had 204 on Facebook. Thank y'all so much. Yeah. How are you treating you? How are you talking to you? Are you talking kind to yourself? These serious questions. I need for you to write these down. How are you treating you? And I need you to be honest with it, because I need for you to adjust the way that you're treating yourself. How are you treating yourself? How are you talking to yourself? Understand that on a regular basis, how you see you is how you're going to treat you. Exactly how you see you. So if you don't see yourself as good enough, then you're not going to treat yourself like that. You're going to look at every single body else and think that they are better than you. They have more than you. They can do it better than you could do it. Is if you think, because that's how you see yourself. You don't see yourself as being a person that's able to do the job. And I need you to correct that. Anything that's right there for you. Thank you, Doris, for that cash app. Thank you, Patricia, for that badge. I need for you to understand that anything that's right there that God is calling you to do, He's also anointed you with the right skills to be able to get it done. But you have to activate it. A lot of us have gifts and we have talents that we have not activated. A lot of us have things inside of us that we can do, and we can do it, and we'll be able to live off that gift. We'll be able to live off that talent. We'll be able to live off that calling and all of that. But guess what? We haven't activated it just yet. And the reason why we haven't activated it just yet is because of our own insecurities. Newsflash, huh? Ain't that something? Ooh, Somebody just say rewind in the chat real quick. Somebody just say, I say Mama caught it. She say, ouch. I see Riley 93 caught it. She say, facts. I just want somebody to say rewind. It's some people in the balcony that didn't get it. It's some people that were standing alone outside in the overflow that did not get it. Thank you, Tanika. I appreciate you. Yeah. Somebody just say rewind. Somebody just say rewind. Tell it, rewind. Bring that back one time. Bring it back. Okay, I see TikTok say bring it back. You bring it back, Kira? I see Kira. Okay, appreciate you. Thank you so much for those stars. Rewind. A lot of us have gifts and talents that we have not activated it just yet. They're sitting right there in us, things that we can live off and never have to beg or borrow anything from anybody ever again. But the problem is that we haven't activated those gifts and those talents because we've been deceived by the enemy and tricked into thinking that we're not good enough, that we're not enough, that we are not capable. And the reason why we haven't activated those things is because we've been tricked and we've been blinded by our own insecurities. What are you fighting against? My own insecurities. Come on, talk to me real quick. What is it that you're fighting against? My own insecurities. Don't nobody tell you that you can't do it like you. Yeah, come on. Where you at? Don't get mad. I told y'all. Y'all know how Fridays are. Yeah, come on. Yeah. Wait a minute. Yeah, nobody gave you more bad talk about bad self. But you talk real bad to you. You don't even treat you the way that you should treat you. You don't pour into you like how you should pour into you. You're not taking care of you how you should be taking care of you. Thank you, Danielle. Thank you, Portia, for that cash app. Let's just be real about it. It's your own internal dialogue. It's your own self-doubt. It's your own self-fear. Understand, it's your own insecurities. A lot of times what we do, we blame other folk. We say it's you that's holding me back. We say it's because of you. You won't let me get ahead. You closed that door on me. You stopped me. You jumped in right when I was about to do my thing. Then here you come, and now you doing this. Thank you, Antoinette, for those stars. It's you. And the truth of the matter is, whatever God has for you is going to be for you. And there's not a devil in hell that's going to be able to stop it. That's not a man or woman walking God's green earth is going to be able to prevent what God has already spoken that you would have inside of your life. Thank you, Jessica, for those stars. So what am I saying? I'm saying that you've been bamboozled. I'm saying that you've been hoodwinked. Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate you. Yeah. I'm saying that you've been finessed right up at your spot. You've been finessed right up at your blessing. You've been finessed right up out of your breakthrough. And the only, you've been finessed by your, you let them get in here. Internal. Them folks ain't walked up to you and said nothing to you about you couldn't make it. No. Come on, talk to me nice. Them folks, they ain't even that bold. Them folks ain't even bold enough to walk up to you and tell you nothing negative. They know your attitude. They know what you will do. They know you are custom smooth out. Some of y'all like David and good with a bow and arrow. They know what you say, coach, you'll swing on them quick. Them folks is not coming over there saying nothing negative to you, to your face. Understand that, so we can go ahead and cut that right now today. Can we stop pretending? Y'all know, I got a bad habit of not watering things down. I got a bad habit of not tiptoeing around things, and I got a bad habit of not, avoiding that elephant in the room. I like to say it exactly how it is. Let's be real about it. Them folks ain't got the guts to come up to your face and get to talking nothing negative to your face. Anything that's been said or anything that's going on has always been what you would say behind my back. Is all hearsay. You don't even know if them folks said that or not. Majority of the time, the reason why you're not living up to your fullest potential and you're not obtaining the things that are designed for you, it's not because of what somebody else then said to you. It's about the negative dialogue that you have with yourself. That's what the problem is right there. It be your own insecurities. It be your own self-doubt. It be your own fear. It be the things that you're dealing with in your own life because you're looking at what other people is doing and how they're moving, and you're projecting your insecurities on, you're projecting your insecurities on them. You saying that they said it. Them folks ain't said nothing to you. You about as worse as them doggone children of Israel. Because I want to talk about it. I'm outside a little bit. So some of you, I'm just telling y'all, get it in gear. I'm just telling you that right now we are in quarter two, second month of quarter two, and it's time for you to get it in gear. The days of making excuses are done. The days of sitting over there trying to blame other people for what you didn't do and how you didn't have, that ain't got nothing to do with nobody, understand, but just you. Because the moment that you make a conscious decision in your life to say that that's what I want, that what God called me to do, and that's how he wants me to move, then guess what? Every mountain that's in your way gotta move. Every obstacle that's in your way gotta move. Every naysayer, every Debbie Downer, pity party Patty, and anything in between gotta get right on up out of your way. Understand, that's the God that we serve. He cannot stop. There's no giant that he cannot slay. Understand that. He said even in the pits of hell, if you go to the pits of hell, don't you know my reach? That's how deep my reach is. I can reach right over there and snatch you right back up. Have you ever been snatched up by your parent when they grab the front of your collar and twist it around like this right here and snatch you up out of the chair that make you feel like you've been snatched to heaven? That's how he can snatch you up out of hell. Let's just, y'all know my illustrations be out there. But that's I'm just trying to tell you that you can get snatched up. That's all. I'm just trying to tell you, you can get snatched up. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get snatched up, just double tap on the screen. Just double tap on the screen. Just snatch me up real quick. Can you do me? Can you just snatch me up? Just snatch me up. Snatch me up out my negative thinking. Snatch me up. You know what I'm saying? Just snatch me up. Come on, Romeo. Just snatch me up real quick. Come on, Danielle. Y'all know how it is. Sometimes we have to be snatched up. But the moment that we get snatched up, that's whenever your parent or your grandmama, because your grandmama be good for it. As soon as your grandmama would snatch you up like that, then boom, just like that, you snap out of what? That foolishness. As soon as you get snatched up, you get snatched right up out that foolishness, that plan that you was doing in the back of the church, all of that laughing and giggling while that preacher up there, and she reached back there on that back pew, and you all down in the creases of that, and she snatched you up out of that real good. Oh, all of a sudden your eyes like this him. Understand? You locked in, and sometimes God has to do just that. He has to snatch us up out of our foolishness. Understand that we have to get snatched up. There's nothing that you can do that, or nowhere that you can go, no distance that you can go that he can't just simply snatch you up. But you have to be willing to want to get out of the mess. And the truth of the matter is, sometimes you enjoy your mess. You want to live your good life. You want that peace. You want all of those things, but you also want what you want. What you say, Coach? You want your joy. You want your peace. You want your sanity. You want to be able to sleep good at night, and you want that healthy relationship and everything else, but you also want what you want. Come on, Tinkerbell, appreciate that badge. But you also, ooh, come on, if you know that you're guilty of wanting what you want, go ahead and send me some love. Come on, tap on that screen. Just say ouch and send some stars. Say ouch and send a gift. Say ouch and send a badge. If you know, Coach, I'm guilty. Yeah, I know I want to live this life, but I get caught up and I want what I want. Yeah, I start making excuses, so I let them come back over and they just spent another night. I know that it's a toxic relationship, and I know that they ain't doing nothing but lying, but I lie to myself because I'm not really ready to turn them loose just yet, and I be trying to make things work, and I got these kids over here, and I know that I know that this is not good. Thank you, Lisa B Creation. Thank you, King. Let's just talk to me nice real quick. And Coach, I know that I should stay away from this family, and I know that they're toxic, and I know that they are draining. I know that they ain't gonna do nothing but backbite each other. As soon as I get over here, I know the energy gonna be completely off. They gonna have the uncles there that ain't got no business being around no type of children, and then they gonna call out our little girls and say that they too fast and they ain't doing nothing but playing jump rope and everything else, and we got to prep them before we bring them over there, because the family won't stop inviting them to the function, already knowing that, they ain't got no business being at the function, because they don't know how to look at little girls like little girls. But come on, but then we hold our little girls accountable for what grown men is thinking and grown men are doing, okay? And then you take them over there with a pep talk. Come on, I want what I want. I go over there because I don't want to miss the function. I go over there because I don't want them to think I'm acting funny. I go over there because my favorite cousin gonna be there, so I'm gonna talk to her while I'm in the car. Stay away from so and so. No, why you ain't had no business taking them? Why would you put them in that environment? Why would you take your child around somebody that you don't trust? Why do you have to take your child around somebody that you got to give a pep talk to before you get up out of the car? Oh, too heavy this morning? Too heavy this morning? Back up. I ain't got to do all of that. Oh, wait a minute. Is it me? Is it me? Am I the problem? Hold up. Is it me? I was doing too much. I was doing too much. Hold on, Kira, don't do that, because she'll keep on going. She like to be out the door. She one of them children that like to be outside. Thank you, Chelsea, for the stars. You know how you had that one cousin that could be outside and it could be 104 degrees? She like to be outside. You gotta watch her. You got to watch her. She like to stay out the door. Okay. So I need to understand though. We need a clear understanding of why are you continuously trying to stay connected to. That's in family ships, right? And it's the same thing at jobs. I'm going to this job every single day, and I'm complaining and I'm whining about this job every single day because it's not really jobbing the way that it's supposed to job. Yes, I signed up for it, and yes, I'm doing the very best that I can, but this right here, the ends ain't even really meeting, baby. Understand, they this close, but they this close right here, they not meeting. So I'm getting up and I'm settling for less than what I deserve. And the reason why I'm settling for less than what I deserve is because I don't want to do the necessary work on trying to put in new applications. I don't want to have to go through orientation again. I don't want to have to do another 2 weeks notice. I don't want to have to get off work, and once I get off work, get on Indeed. I don't want to have to get off work, then have to go and fill out this and update a resume. Why? So you don't have a brand new job because you're not putting in the work to go find you a brand new job. So you're settling for less than what you deserve. So your ends are barely meeting, and you're living paycheck to paycheck, not because God has not provided, but because you want what you want. Understand that you want it to come to you easy. easy. You want it to come and fall directly in your lap. And you're not understanding that the God that we serve, come on, talk to me nice, is you have to work for this. If you want something from me, I'll give you the desires. Understand, everything I got, I will supply every single one of your needs according to my riches in heaven. Understand that I'll give it to you, but you're going to have to work for it. There's nothing that you're going to get from me that you ain't put no work in for. Come on, double tap in the screen. That's why that thing says will. Okay. Capital letters, W-I-L-L. That's why it says will. Yeah, talk to me nice. Talk to me real nice. I know the evangelists and the ministers and everything. Y'all know y'all showing enough cutting up this morning. They like, go ahead and drop it out there, please. Yeah. That's why it said will. That's why it said will. You have to be willing to work, willing to get up, willing to get after it. Anything that you do in life requires your will. Put that in one of your sticky notes. Ask yourself a serious question. First, I told you, ask yourself, how do you see yourself? Because how you see you is going to be how you're going to treat you. The second thing is, what am I willing to do? What are you willing to do? Come on, Lily. What are you really willing to do? Because you got a lot of complaints, but what are you willing to do about the complaints? You got a lot of heartache, but what are you willing to do to heal that heartache? You got a lot of friends say, I'm Muslim, and I be checking it. Well, come on in, baby, everything. Well, everybody welcome over here. You know, we almost like non-denomination. We ain't got no denomination over here. Everybody is welcome. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do. Black, white, orange, purple. We don't care. Everybody is, you know what? And we notice that every day more and more. We've noticed that more and more every day. We just got a plethora of folk. Understand that this is what we do over here. You know what I'm saying? This is about growth and development. It's about healing. It's about learning how to love and move forward in life. That's what this is about, right? This is about learning how to become that person to yourself that you've been to other people your whole entire life. Understand? That's what this is about over here. You know what I mean? This is about learning how to develop your own spiritual relationship with God, and also developing a healthy relationship with yourself. And I teach how they run parallel. They run right there together. You don't want to have more of one than you have of the other. So this is why you feel so welcome here. You know, because this is what this is about, right? So going back into will, right? You have to be willing. What are you willing to do to get what you've never had? Are you willing to go through it? Are you willing to get up an hour earlier? Or you know what I'm saying? Are you willing to stay up an hour late? Are you willing to get into the gym? Are you willing to, you know what I'm saying, start working on your physical, mental, and spiritual health? Are you willing to do the work? Because anything that you want and you need is going to be provided. It said that. It's going, all of you, I'm sorry, anything that you need is going to be provided, not your wants. He never said anything about giving you your wants. Your wants are just bonuses, right? So let's focus on these. He's promised to give you, to supply every single one of your needs. He said, I'll give you all your needs. Your needs gonna be supplied, but you got to be willing to work for it. I'm gonna supply every single one of your needs, but you got to be willing to work for it. You can't complain about the job and just continue to sit at the job. You can't complain about the family, but then continue to show up for every family function. You can't continue to complain about the friends, but then always sitting at brunch, smiling and grinning with them every single Saturday. You can't continue to complain about the situationship, but then every time it turn around, you're texting and you're calling and you're interacting, talking about something. What are we? Well, what are we really gonna do? I mean, sometimes we this and sometimes we that. Baby, when you don't know where you stand with folk, go stand by somebody else. Understand that. Why in the world would you want to be with anybody that you have to constantly ask, where do we stand? Why do you want to deal with anybody in any area of your life that is confused about you, that is not sure about you, that got one foot in, one foot out about you? If I gotta ask you what we are, then that's already telling me that we are nothing. Hello, somebody, if I gotta ask you who we are, then that right there, that's as big highlighted. That is highlight right there. We are nothing, because if we were something, I would know. Come on. Is it Marcinta King? Thank you so much for that cash out. Yeah, come on. Because if we were something, then I would know. Why would I want to be with somebody that I have to ask, what are we? That I have to ask where we stand? Why? If I have to ask that, that's in a relationship, a friendship, a job ship, a church ship, that's on whatever ship that you own with whomever. Understand, if you have to question whether or not that ship is shipping, it's time to call for the canoe. Understand, it's time to call for the floaties. It's time to call for your life jacket. Why? Because I'm going overboard. A ship was designed to transport, to go from one place to another place, from here to there. A ship is not designed to just simply sit out in the ocean. It's supposed to be taking things from one place to another. And the moment that the ship ain't shipping, you owe it to yourself to abort the mission. You have to go overboard. Hello, somebody. That's right, overboard. And a lot of folks are going to tell you, oh, you just went overboard. You didn't even have to do all of that. Oh, yes, ma'am, I did. I definitely had to do that. Because guess what? If I would have stayed right here, you would have continued to play in my face. If I would have stayed right here, then guess what? You could still, right now to this day, be walking me like a complete dog. Yes, I had to do all of that. I had to go all the way overboard, because if I didn't, you would still be making a public and private mockery of me. You would still be humiliating me. You will still be over there twisting and turning things and making me feel like I'm wrong for things that I know that I'm not wrong for. Baby, call it overboard all you want, but overboard I am going. Expeditiously. I'm talking fast way only. Fast way only. Anytime that you catch on to what a narcissistic, a toxic individual, a manipulator, you know what I'm saying? When you pick up what they're doing and you started calling it out and putting it out there, they're going to always say that you're doing too much. They're going to always say that you're going overboard. They're going to always say that it don't require all of that. Why? Because the last thing that they want you to do is be pointing out the fact that they can no longer manipulate you. When you start calling them out on their stuff, them folks do not like accountability. Understand that they don't like accountability. They're not going to say, oh yeah, that's what I did. That's not their job. That's not what they're going to do. A manipulator is going to be a manipulator. Understand that. You can have the truth right there, black and white, right there in their face, and guess what? They still going to lie. They still going to twist and turn it. They still going to try to find some type of way to try to make it your fault. That's what they do. That's the reason why you might as well stop with all them, oh, can we talk about it? Can we sit face to face? Can we do this? No, we sure cannot. You did what you did. I felt what I felt. What's next? Smooth off, I walk. That's it. That's all. You made a decision to do what's best for you. You was happy as all get out when you was doing it. You was satisfied when you was doing it. Now you want to have a conversation about it. Now you want to talk about it. Now you want to put it out there on the table, and it's going to be, majority of it is going to be nothing but lies anyway. Why do you want to sit there and have those conversations? And while I'm out here, let me just say this to you real quick too. Be careful of people when they say you won't say that to my face, or let's sit down so I can look at you, or if I was right there with you right now, then you wouldn't be saying it. Be careful of them type of folk right there, because who you think you are? Why do you think that just because you're sitting in my face that that's going to change my stance on things? Why do you think that just because you say that that just because you, that's almost like you saying that you think that you intimidate me. That's like you saying that you think that you instill fear inside of me, that I'm going to change the way that I feel, the way that I think, only because you're in my face. Oh, baby, the devil is a lie. Ain't no man nor woman walking God green earth raw enough. Come on. What do you mean? What do you mean? The moment that you say that to me, I'm out your face. Period. We ain't reconnecting. Thank you, Danielle. Yeah, because that's one that I ain't gonna do. That's one I ain't gonna even. I'm not even. The moment that you let that come out of your mouth, I already know your mindset. The moment that you say that right there, light bulb goes all the way off. So you think that your presence is going to change the way that I feel. So you really think that you a bully out here, huh? That's what you think. You really think that you got it like that. You really think that your presence control. Yeah. Oh, baby, we're not gonna do that. Last thing I'm gonna do is be sleeping with the op. Got to get, come on, you got to get somebody else to do it, baby. Yeah, we say, you have to get somebody else to do it, you know, because it just won't be me. You have to get somebody else to do it. I'm talking about too grown for it, Tifa, way too grown for it, to be moving the way that you're moving, allowing somebody else to come into your life and bully the way that you think, bully the way that things that you say and all of that. No, ma'am, no, sir. You should always know who you are. Have your own identity, no matter who you're connected to, whether you here or you across town. What I said is what I said. Whether you're here or you all the way across the nation, then guess what? I said what I said. And you being here or not here is not going to change what I just said. That's it. That's it. That's all. You don't intimidate me. I'm not threatened by you or your presence. And that's the, yeah. And anybody that wants to make you feel that way, you have to be mindful of the fact that, no, you're the enemy. I'm gonna get you back for that one. No, come on now. Yeah, we're not doing that. We not doing that. We're not doing that. But that's right. That concludes our. That's our. I'm about to go over here. I'm about to go over here. Y'all coming with me? Just put yes in the chat real quick. Send me some love. I'm about to go somewhere else. I'm about to go somewhere else. That's my motivational. That's my motivational time. Is y'all coming with me? Is y'all coming with me? Just put yes inside the chat. Is y'all coming with me? Because I want. Is y'all coming with me? Oh, Tia, you running? You ready? Okay. So y'all coming with me? Hold on. Okay. Oh, yes. I see. Look at Crystal Love. Crystal, you gonna skate with me? Okay. Come on, Khalil Gray. Appreciate you, bossy. I see those gifts coming through. Can I get 5 badges real quick on IG? IG, if y'all coming with me, send me some love over here. Double tap on my screen real quick. We at 554 on those stars over here on Facebook. Y'all get us up to 1,000 real quick. Y'all double tap on that screen. If you enjoying yourself this far, if you're getting the motivation that you needed this morning, if you're getting a different perspective on life, and even if I touched on your toes just a little bit this morning, double tap on your screen, send me some love, hit that share button. Like, Coach, you know what? It was tight, but it's right. Because some of them situations, baby, you was calling me out. Come on now. Thank you, Kathy, for that badge. I appreciate you. Yeah, Coach, some of them things you was saying, Pastor said you was late, but don't be trying to get in early. Oh, no, I ain't going nowhere, Pastor. I ain't going nowhere. I showed up late, so I'm going to have to extend a little bit. Come on, sweetie pie. Appreciate you. Thank you, bad gal. Appreciate you, Nick. I appreciate that Cash App. Double tap on that screen. Have I been on your toes a little bit? Come on and double tap on there. Come on, Purple Flower. Felicia Gregory, I see you. Thank you so much. Jamira Boney, I appreciate that badge. Thank you, Big Eddie. We about to go outside just a little bit because one of the things, I had to get into my motivational moment. I had my people that show up for motivation. They like, wait a minute, talk about them relationships, talk about them friendships, talk about them family ships a little bit, because I be needing that reminder. Thank you, Latoya Lang. I appreciate you. Kat Marie, I appreciate those stars. So I had to go over there so I could give them the confirmation, motivation that they needed, so that they can make sure that when they walk into whatever workspace that they going into, they walking in with the right mindset. Now, y'all know I don't just do motivation. I also have some inspiration. So look at here. This is where we about to go. So when I said that if you only knew, this is what I'm talking about when I say, if you only knew that your life could change just like that. Instant. When I say that come on now. And when I say that your life can change just like that, I want you to know that I meant that. You are an amazing speaker. I love your conversations on life. Keep up the good job. So many people need to hear. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Miss Holly, appreciate that badge. I want you to know that your life can change just like that. And it's not something that something that's just about to fall out the sky and it's going to be this big, glorious thing that's going to happen. No, you can change your whole life by changing your mindset. You can change your whole entire life by becoming a student in life and developing a mentality where, you know what is it that I'm supposed to learn? What is it that I'm supposed to do? How is it that I'm able to grow and evolve? I just need I need some guidance real quick, right? Becoming a student. Just like that, you can change your whole entire life. And the reason why I said that is, when I was in the beginning of this video, and I'm telling you, don't get caught up in what the enemy says, because the enemy's job is to deceive you. It's the enemy's job to trick you into thinking that you're not good enough. It's the enemy's job to trick you into thinking that you don't measure up. It's the enemy's job to trick you into thinking that you have to constantly compete and compare with everybody that's around you. But that's not true. I want you to know that no matter where you come from, I want you to know that God could still pick you. If you only knew. Yeah, that right there, that's for somebody. This morning you woke up and you're thinking that you don't have the right backing. You're thinking that you don't have the right support system. You're thinking that you don't have the right type of family. You don't have the right type of investors, that you were born into nothing. Like, Coach, you don't understand that. I know I'm gifted, but I'm coming from the trenches. Coach, I know I got the right this and the right that, but I just did 10 years in prison, and I know that they looking at me with a different type of look. I know what you're saying, and it sound good and all of that, but you don't know what I used to do back in the day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was one of them on the corner type of people, you know what I'm saying? Male or female working the corner. That was me. I was out there. I had to do what I had to do to keep the lights on. I had to do what I had to do to put food on the table. I had to do what I had to do to be able to make sure that things done what they needed to do. And you know what I'm saying? I don't know if people are gonna look at me a certain type of way. I don't know if people are gonna trust who I am and do this and do that. And I want you to understand that nobody's worried about who you used to be more than you. Would you say, I just want, I understand we've been talked about it last night in mental health class, right? God is not keeping a checklist of, when he says sea of forgiveness, he really means in that sea of forgiveness. Understand that right there, that's gone already. You're beating yourself up about something that God has already said. That was part of your plan. I meant to take you through that. I knew that you was going to be on the corner. I knew you was going to do 10 years in prison. I knew that you was going to be born into that family. I knew that you were coming out of the trenches, out of the mud. I knew, and I designed every single struggle that you had, and you're here right now because of my grace. You're here right now because of my mercy. You're here right now because I still have a calling on your life. Come on now, let's be real. You went through what you went through because that's what I put over you. I designed, I orchestrated that. Understand, I wrote that out, and I need for you to know that as long as you still got breath in your body, activities of your limbs, clothed in your right mind, then guess what? You still, come on. You still got purpose. You still got a mission to fulfill. You still, you think I'm waking you up for nothing? You think I'm waking you up for nothing? Baby, I didn't have to breathe breath over you. You think I'm waking you up for nothing? Come on, let's think about it for a second. You think that I'm waking you up for nothing? I didn't have to breathe breath over you. I could have let that angel go ahead and close those eyes for good. Understand that. But that wasn't a part of the plan that I had for your life. That's not what I was doing for you. If you only knew, just like that, if you only knew, understand that you have to know how to shut down that negative dialogue. You have to learn how to really forgive yourself. I'm not talking about other people. I'm talking about forgiving me. Baby, I forgive me for the things that I've done to me. I forgive me for how I broke my own heart. I forgive me for how I played with me. I forgive me for the things that I done that prevented me from being able to do what I needed to do. You gotta learn how to forgive you. Well, wait, hold up, Coach. Because you forgiving you? Hold on. I told y'all, they messed around and gave me this chalkboard. They gave me this board. And I know it's going to be, let me see if I can do it backwards for y'all. So, yeah, that's right. Oh, no, it almost looked like it was going to do the right thing. Let me see something. Hold on. Is it showing up? Oh, well, y'all know. That's you. This line. That's what's separating you from your blessing. You holding on to that old you, that's your blessing on the other side. That's your blessing on the other side. That's your breakthrough over on the other side. There's nothing that's stopping you but you. It's just that line. I got to learn. Nobody knows how to turn this camera around. I done been to T-Mobile and all of them. They said something about the mirror thing. They've done that multiple times. It still won't work. So I'm having to learn how to write backwards. Craziest thing in the world, but I got to do it, right? But either way it go, that line right there, that's what's separating you. It's just that one, that line right there, that thin line that separates you from your breakthrough, that separates you from your blessing. You want it, you can have it, but are you willing to forgive you? Are you willing to walk away from that old version of you? Are you willing to show yourself grace? Are you willing to show yourself mercy? Are you willing to say that was me back in the day? Are you willing to detach yourself from the person that you used to be so that you can become the person that God is calling you to be? Are you willing to separate the two? Because if you only knew that he's not keeping count. He's not looking at your life and saying, oh, you messed up when you was 14. Oh, you messed up when you was 10. And oh yeah, when you was 16, this is what you done. No, he's not keeping count. He's not marking it off. When he says you're forgiven, you're forgiven. Now you owe it to yourself to forgive you so that you will be able to move forward in your life. What you saying? What you saying, coach? Get out of your own way. Get out of your own way. The negative internal dialogue, how you see yourself, hung up on your own fears and insecurities, hung up on your used to be, how I used to be, how I used to think, what I used to do. It's not keeping count. Everything that you went through, one more time for the people in the balcony, every experience that you had, everything that you done in your life, he already knew that that was going to happen. Already knew that you were going to be in those situations. Understand that. Already been there before. You owe it to yourself to shed. I gotta let go of this, and I gotta move forward in my life. Because this is a personal journey. I'm not expecting for anybody else to get it. I'm not expecting for nobody else to be on board. I'm not expecting for everybody to see the vision. Why? Because this is strictly for me. You won't get it. You won't understand it. And guess what else? And it's going to be some folk that's going to be upset by it. But before I get to that, let me say this. Some folk won't get it. Some folk won't understand it. But it's important for you to walk away from that negative version of you. Get away from your own fears, your own insecurities, and stop projecting your thoughts on other folk in order for you to be able to reach your fullest potential, in order for you to be able to reach the promise. Because let me just remind you before I go into that, remember the children of Israel, right? When Moses sent those spies over there, he sent those spies over there. He didn't send no Rudy poops. Let's just be real. He sent spies over there, real warriors. These people are trained. This is what they've been trained to do since they've been young. He didn't send no slow folk. He didn't send no teenagers. He didn't send none of that. He sent folk that was skilled at what it was that they did to do, to go over there and spy. He sent the best over there. And when he sent out what looked like the best to them, what, in stature. What you say, coach? Yeah, I don't know why we went here. Yeah, come on, Heather. Can I go here for a second? Because I've taught this story so many times, and I can't believe that all of this time I'm just now getting this. Yeah. He sent the best of the best over there, right? That's what it appeared. This is why you have to be careful judging people based on their outer appearance, based on what you see with your natural eyes. With you look at that person because they're so strong in stature, because they're so well dressed. You say, oh, they got all this together and all of this, and oh, they look so perfect, but they're a beautiful disaster. Here you are, the strongest of the strong. You got a whole and all these people out here. They look up to you because you were trained, you are a warrior, just like we do with people right now today. We look at people, the outer appearance, and we idolize them based on the brands that they wear. We look at the car that they drive. We look at the house that they live in. We look at the money that they say that they have in the bank. And we want that life so bad. Oh my God, if I could only do. Not understanding that these people, these warriors, they was big warriors. Everybody looked up to them so much so that they put their life, come on, talk to me nice. They put their life in these men's hands because these men are trained to protect. These men are trained to do what they do, right? These same trained men that everybody looked at as being so tall, so tough, so beautiful, so this, so that, they went over there to go spy. And when they went over there to go spy, they looked at the competition. Understand that you're looking at folk that you think that got it all, that they got it all together, that they sold this and they sold that. And guess what they doing? Them same folk that you're looking at and you're idolizing them based on their outer exterior. Them folks got some serious inner problems. They looked over there at the competition, and guess what? They looked over there and said, oh, wait a minute, hold on, hold up. Yeah, wait a minute. It's giants over there. Yeah, they bigger and they stronger. And we look like grasshoppers in their eyes. All of a sudden, wait a minute, I thought you were supposed to be so together. I thought you were supposed to be so strong. I thought you were supposed to be top notch, top tier. Wait a minute. If you're operating with that type of, wait a minute, don't play with me, Lily. Give me a second. Give me a second, because this new information to me too, because I never thought about all of this. Hold on. Yeah. Wait a minute. If you were supposed to be so top tier and you're supposed to have it so together, so much so that Moses picked you to go over there to spy because he thought that you was the best of the very best, how in the world that you get over there and you become inferior? How in the world that you get over there and you become intimidated? How in the world that you get over there and all of a sudden you become fearful? How did you get over there and all of a sudden you become insecure? How in the world with somebody that everybody over here we look up to, but then you go over there and all of a sudden here you are walking around and you over here running scared? That don't make no sense to me. Somebody gonna have to make that make sense to me. And what Coach has been telling you guys since the beginning of January is what? Be careful of the grade that you give to yourself. Understand, be careful of the grade that you give to yourself, because sometimes you think that you a 10, but you only a 10 because you're around 5s. And when you're around 5s, it makes it look like, it makes it easy for you to say, oh, I'm a 10 if I'm around a bunch of 5s. But if we put you around a bunch of other folks that are 10s, would you still consider yourself a 10? Understand that. No, you would not. Wait a minute, they're bigger than me, they're stronger than me. I don't know if I'm capable. I don't know if I'm able. And this is the reason why it's so important for you to make sure that you're always in environments where you're growing, where you're evolving, and making sure, extremely sure, that you're taking just as much time, energy, and effort to correct the inside as you do the outside. You got to make sure that up here and in here, got on designer too. Because what you say, Coach, you better make sure that your mind got that same designer. You better make sure that heart got that same designer. Because see, we see what's wrapped around you on the outside, but we talking about that inside. You're more concerned about your outside. We talking about that spirit. What that spirit look like? What you look like on the inside of you? Because that right there, that's what's going to be the thing that's going to be able to bring that breakthrough. That's going to be the thing that's going to be able to open that door. That's going to be the thing that's going to be able to bring about that change. Yeah. You have to look just as good on the inside that you do on the outside. And what happened was he sent the best of the best. He sent top tier. He sent what they said top of the line, the biggest, the strongest, the best out of the group to go over there to spy. How in the world are you the best and you get over there and you come back and you want me to tell you why? Because that's what Coach said. What did I say? Your mental health and your physical health it's equally important. You cannot have a healthy spiritual life if you don't have a healthy physical life, right? If your mental life and your spiritual life are not running parallel, you got a problem right there. I've never taught it like that, but I need for you to understand that that's a fact. So what do I teach? I teach mental health and spiritual health are equally as important. You can't have more of one without having more of the other, because having more of one without having more of the other makes you be one of those people that Moses sent over there. Yeah, you strong as all get out. You look real good. You look real healthy. Got a smile on your face. You look like you top notch. But if I put you out there, Ooh, I see. Ooh, yeah. Some people who caught it. Come on. Who? Yeah. Ooh. Tia, tell Pastor I'm coming. Hold on. Yeah. Ooh, we just did something. I'm waiting on y'all. We just did something. We just did something, right? You have to, what you say, Coach? You have to know that your spiritual life and your spiritual life and your mental life are equally important. You can't have more of one without having more or of the other. If you are spiritually strong but mentally weak, then you are the people, one of the soldiers that Moses sent over to spy. Spiritually, when you get over there, you've been up under Moses, you got all the teaching, you good to go. But when life starts life, and what happens? Oh, I don't know if I'm really built for this. It's too much. I tried it, but it's just right here. It just wasn't for me. All that praying that they got to do, all that fasting they got to do, all that, getting into that book and doing this and doing that. I don't really think that that's for me. So you ain't really to put in the work. Your mental health and your spiritual health, see, they got over there. And the crazy part about it, they was just like us. Come on, can I be real? The crazy part about it, they was just like us. When he sent out the best of the best over there, like I said, he didn't send no Rudy Poos. You You have to understand that these soldiers have been sitting up under Moses, which means they've been getting teaching, right? They've been getting teaching. This ain't something that's unusual to them. They've been sitting up under Moses. So they've been getting teaching. They've been getting guidance, all of that. Understand that. They've been getting that, right? Just like some of us. They got the promise. You've been promised milk and you've been promised honey. You've been promised the best of the land. This is what you knew already. You knew that was coming. That's us right now. We got a promise right now. We got the Bible that we can read every single day where it says all the promises that was made. It even says that none of my promises are going to be empty of power. I'm going to give you every single thing that I said that I was going to give you. So why is it that you go out into this world and you act like the spies? Why in the world did you go out here and you act like I didn't just say what I said when I know what I just said to you? You coming back over here telling me about something. I don't care about that. That ain't got nothing to do with what I just told you. I just told you that I was going to do this for you. I just told you I was going to open this door for you. I just told you I was going to create this way for you. So I don't care about your giants. I don't care about none of that. Why are you coming back over here to me and telling me about something as if you don't know who I am? I know what the doctor said. I know what the judge said. I know what the family said. I know what the teacher said. I know what them folks that surrounded you. I know what them folks then said. But what I say is what goes. They can talk until their tongue hurt, but that won't change nothing that I've already put into motion. They can dig as many ditches as they want to dig in it. Guess what? But that won't stop nothing that I got planned that for your life. What's going to be is going to be, whether they like it or not. So you can't get caught up in what it looks like on the outer. You can't get caught up in what other folk think, what other folk feel, and what other folks is saying. Because when you do, you are just like the soldiers that Moses sent over there. Here you are, big and strong. When you over here with your people, when you're connected with your people, you big and strong, chest out, chin up, all of that. But when you have to go to the field where your chest still be up, where your chin still be out, where you still utilize your voice, would you still speak up when you see something that's not right? Would you still be willing to be that strong individual that you are when you with the fold? When you walk away from the fold, when you step out from the fold, where your passion at? Where your grit at? Where your grind at? They went over there and seen them folks and said, we like grasshoppers in their eyes. How you know how you look in somebody else's eyes? That's projection at its finest. That lets us know that projection ain't just started today in 2024. This been going on since the beginning of time. This ain't nothing new. We just not learning about it. We just not have a word for it. How you come over here and how you know you look like a grasshopper? What you did? You got inside their head and looked through their eyes? How you know how you looked in their eyes? How? You don't. That's your own fears. That's your own insecurities. That's your own negative internal dialogue. Nobody said that to you. No, yeah, understand that. Nobody said that to you. Nobody put that out there to you. This is something that you have to work on inside of your own life. This is something that you have to shut down in your own life. Nobody can stop what God has already said was going to happen in your life. You have to stop easily forgetting. Some folk, you forget so easy. Would you say, if you only knew, if you only knew what it is that I'm about to do, you wouldn't forget so easily. If you knew what I was about to do, baby, yeah, you wouldn't turn that loose like you do. If you knew what I was about to do in your life, baby, I want you to understand, you would have got on up, you would shake off that negative energy and put a smile on your face. If you only knew the power that I really possess, if you only knew I control the winds, I control the waves, if you only knew I put the sun in the sky, if you only knew, understand that. How soon do you forget? Let's talk about Elijah real quick, right? I'm going over. I came in late. Don't worry about me. You know what I'm saying? It's Friday. I got a little time. Come on, talk to me nice. What you talking? Let's talk about Elijah, right? Elijah and Bale. Remember when they went out there? Because I want you to, if you only knew, come on, talk to me nice. If you only knew, baby, yeah. What it is that you're talking about and what it it is that I know is two totally different things. When Elijah and Bale went out, they didn't both set up an altar, right? Because they're talking about, wait a minute, Elijah out there, Elijah's like, wait a minute, you don't know my God. I'm just going to paraphrase real quick. You don't know my God. My God is really and truly like that. Gannett, thank you so much for those stars. My God really like that, baby. You don't want this smoke right here. Understand that he telling Bale them already. That's how you got to show up in your life every single day. Every obstacle that you face, you have to look that obstacle, that trial, that tribulation, that negative person in your life directly in the face. Baby, you don't want this smoke. Understand that you don't want this smoke. And I can understand why they standing out there. Wait a minute, Lily. I just think why they standing out there and Bale over here and Elijah over here and both of them, they didn't set up their altars and whatnot. And so now, here go Bale over here talking about, oh, when I start calling mine, I'm sure it's going to catch fire. It's going to burn up everything in the forest, baby. You might as well go ahead and get ready. I'm about to take all y'all down. You know how the enemy do. Huff and puff and do all of that and can't blow nothing down. Huff and puff and try to finesse and finagle, try to cut corners, try to manipulate the situation, try to make it think that he bigger and badder than what he really and truly is. And the truth of the matter, don't have the power, don't have the authority to shut down nothing, to really do nothing. You can't even destroy me. You can't destroy me. You have to trick me into destroying myself. Your tactic, your top tactic is what? Tricking. You're a trickster. You want to trick me into destroying myself. You can't even destroy me. But you know how the enemy do. Try to make it seem like he's bigger than what he is. He's badder than what he is. He's more powerful than what he is. So here go Bale out there talking about how he about to set it on fire. Here go Elijah over there. Because you know when you know, you know. This is why we operate in our calmness. Y'all see how we had to switch? So now I'm Elijah. I'm a whole nother person right now. So now I'm Elijah, right? Because when you know what you know, you show up different, right? You know, when you know what you know, you show up different. You show up with a type of swag about yourself that speaks all for itself. You ain't got to be loud. You ain't got to do the most. But when you walk in, everything around the room start to shift. People want to know, who is you? What you about to do? You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Activate my calmness. I ain't finna do all that you're doing. I ain't got to do all that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to stand right here, cuff my hands in front of me real quick like this. And I'm just gonna look at it and I'm gonna wait, right? So what they say Bale and his people, they was over there singing and dancing and singing, jumping all around the thing, trying to get it to catch fire. They say, excuse me, they singing and they dancing, they doing the absolute most, trying to get it to catch fire, and nothing happened. Can you imagine you got all your people out there, all y'all singing and all y'all dancing and doing all that, and ain't no fire happen? Ain't nothing. They calling it down and ain't no fire. They calling it down, ain't no fire. Whole time they over there doing all of that. Guess what Elijah doing? Elijah waiting patiently on his turn. He's waiting patiently on his turn. In my comment section, do me a favor real quick. In my comment section, put, if you knew. If you only knew. In my comment section, just put, if you only knew. Baby, I ain't got to yell. I ain't got to scream. I ain't got to step out of character. I ain't got to exchange your negative energy. I ain't got to lose my cool. I'm going to activate my calmness. Come on, double tap on the screen real quick. They hooping and hollering and hooping, honey. Dancing all around it. And Bale ain't set nothing on fire. I'm telling you, it's still dry. The wood is dry, baby. Might as well be wet wood. Won't catch fire for nothing in the world. They done put on 44 bottles of lighter fluid and it still ain't burning. They done pulled out their shirts and grabbed all their notebook paper. It still ain't burning. Baby, if you only knew, when you are operating up under the rim with God, if you're in alignment with him, you gotta know, understand, and not a spark, baby. You gotta understand that he's always going to protect. He's always going to provide. He's always going to do exactly what he said that he was going to do. And you ain't gotta worry. You ain't gotta fret. You ain't gotta cry. You ain't gotta be depressed. You ain't gotta be stressed out. All you gotta do is show up, trusting, believing, and knowing that he's going to do exceedingly and abundantly anything that you can ask or ever think. Come on, Lauren G64. Appreciate that badge. I appreciate you. Good morning, Shaquan. So what happened when it's Elijah's turn, coach? Okay, if you only knew. In that moment when it was Elijah's turn, what happened? Baby, when Elijah started calling out to the great Jehovah, the great I am who I am, understand that when he started screaming out to him, letting him know, look, I need for you to come prove this point real quick. I need, yeah, come on, let me just show him. Just show them what we about to do. You know what I'm saying? That's just me paraphrasing. Just show them what we about to do. Cause I tried to warn them. I tried to let them know who you is and what you do. You know what I'm saying? And how you show up for your folk, but they ain't believe me. So wait a second. So do what you do real quick. They said that the fire started to fall from heaven, destroyed over 400 of the kings, of the false prophets. Destroyed over 400 of them. Over 400 of them. The false prophets that was out there that was screaming for Bale, right? Talking about Bale was going to do what he was going to do. Now, Elijah, can you imagine? Not fire coming from up under the ground. It said the fire came raining down from the sky, which means you know I didn't light a match and slide it up under there. You know I wasn't over there rubbing the sticks together. You know I wasn't over there doing nothing. Oh, no. I had my hands gently placed. I just called on them, and all of a sudden, fire started coming. Rain, it said raining from the sky. 400. Oh, yeah, come on, talk to me nice. I just want to say, I had to do that. It was on me to do. Don't worry about it. Yeah, those that know, okay? Yeah, come on and talk. Double tap on the screen. Double tap on the screen real quick. Right there in front of everybody. 400 destroyed false prophets in that moment, right? Double tap on the screen. Let's talk to me nice. So much so that the king's wife, Jezebel, who wasn't there, after she found out that her soldiers had been unalive, now she's like, wait a minute, you let Elijah know that by this time tomorrow, if I ain't got him, I'm gonna do myself. If I don't get him, I'm gonna do me. Understand? That's how bad she wanted him. Wait a minute. That's how bad she wanted him. Coach, why did you pick this story? Because I want you to understand how furious, how frustrated, how agitated and annoyed a manipulator will be when you expose who they are at their true self. When you start calling people out for who and what they truly are, they become furious, they become upset, they become angry. You understand me? That's how it is when you deal on a day-to-day dealing with a narcissistic individual, a person that when you're calling them out on what it is that they're doing, all of a sudden they get 38 hot. Baby, all of a sudden, they want to get in there. They want to start acting crazy. They want to start trying to intimidate. They want to try to bully you. They want to try to push you into the corner. They want to start saying anything up under the sun to tear you completely down. Come on, the Duchess, let's be real. This is no different from what has been happening since the beginning of time. Way back then, these things have been happening. So we have to go back to this book and we have to show you when it says that there's nothing new up under the sun, there's really nothing new up under the sun. People have been narcissistic, have been toxic, have been manipulators, have been liars and cheaters and everything since the very beginning of time. Now, wait a minute. This is how folk do. You called it out. You said we was going to set up 2 altars. You said Bale was going to have one, Jehovah was going to have one, and everybody was in agreement. Ain't nobody had no problem. You just knew that Bale was going to set it on fire, and when he didn't, now you mad at me because Jehovah came through, and I'm trying to understand how you mad at me for something we both agreed on. Sound familiar? Yeah. See, people be cool when they think it's going to go in their favor. When they think that it's going to work out for them, they be cool, but everybody can't handle a loss. Everybody, When they think that it's going to work out in their favor, when they think that they about to finesse you, when they think that they about to get over on you, when they think that they about to take you all the way out, they going to take you all the way down, they be happy, joy. But it don't be no fun when the rabbit gets the gun. Now, when you thought that you was in control, you was okay. When you thought you had it like that, you was okay. When you thought that I was running after you, begging after you, going through hell and high water, and everything was about you, you was okay. But the moment that you found out that it wasn't that way, then all of a sudden, wait a minute, why are you so angry? Why are you angry to the point where you're seeking my life? Why are you angry to the point where you're willing to destroy yourself? Because this is what we both said that we was going to do. Now you're upset. You've lost, you done lost 400 of your false prophets. But don't you want them to be exposed for being false? Don't you want people to know that it's not real? Don't you want people people to know that? Why are you upset with me for exposing the truth? People do not like the truth. That's the reason why people get so upset. Why you say what you say? Why you do what you do? Why you da 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 da? Why? Because you want to give people enough to keep them holding on to you. You want to give people enough to keep them broken so that you can feel confident in what it is that you do. Tell folk the truth so they can heal. Tell people the truth so that they can grow. Tell people the truth so that they can get up out of that mud, up out of that depression, that state that they're in. But you got so many people, they love to see you broken. Be careful around people that want to see you broken. Be careful around people. Yeah, they love it when you broken. They love it when you down bad. And even when you start to get yourself up a little bit, it be fake happy. How you celebrate me at one moment, I'm so proud of you and your accomplishments. And then at your convenience, you bring up my brokenness. You bring up my one time at band camp story. You bring up something that I went through. That lets me know that your celebration for me wasn't even real. That wasn't even real. You didn't even really mean that. You like when I'm broken. You like when I'm down bad. You like when I'm sad. You like when I'm depressed. You like when I don't know if I'm coming or going. Of course they do, because you're easy to control when you're in that state. You're easy to manipulate when you are in that state. You're easy for them to, for them to make you do and be their puppet when you're in that state. Some folk don't ever want to see you grow. They don't ever want to see you heal. They don't ever want to see you doing well in life. Yeah, and you can tell by the way that they show up in this situation right here. Now, we all came out here. We all had agreement. We all knew what was going to happen. And because it didn't go your way, now you upset. Now you mad because the truth have been put out there. Now everybody knows the truth about what's going on. Now you mad at me. How you mad at me about me telling the truth? Because you wanted those people to continue to dance around, jump around, sometimes slap your neighbor. Yeah, that's what you wanted them to believe. You wanted them to believe that. Run up and down the aisle 17 times and then all of a sudden your breakthrough. Okay, coach, don't do too much now. You already know. Drop the biggest collection in the collection plate, and what you need and what you want is going to come right there. Oh, don't do that either. Okay, well, what can I say? Well, come on. Well, what can I say then? You know? Your relationship with God matters. Your own personal relationship. Developing your own personal relationship. Intimate relationship. Getting to know God on your own. Studying to show yourself approved. Getting into the books. Being willing to put in the work. Being willing to make the sacrifices. Being willing to do what you need to do. Maintaining that faith, maintaining that grit, that grind, that passion from start to finish. That's what brings your change. Understand that. You ain't, come on now. That's just, it's ridiculous. Let's be real. So now that the truth is out there, that's false. Understand, I've exposed your prophets. 400 of them have been, unalive. Now you mad. Now Jezebel mad. Now Jezebel so mad that she's saying that she gonna do this to Elijah, and she gonna also do it to herself if she don't find him by the same time in the next day, right? So what does Elijah do? Come on, somebody just asked, what did he do, coach? Just put, what did he do, coach? Come on, double tap on my screen. Y'all know I'm gonna be here for a minute. It's Friday and I got time. Yeah, I got time today. Come on. Yeah, I got time today. I don't go to Chicago until next week. I got time right now. Oh, come on. Friends say, come on now. Oh, I'm about to tell you. What did he do? I'm so glad that you asked. What did he do? Come on, Danielle, appreciate you. We are at 917 stars on Facebook. Get us up to 1,000 stars on Facebook. Double tap on that screen, y'all, at 206.2K on TikTok. That's right, hit that share button. Double tap on that screen. Bring them on in the room. What's going on? We got 23 badges on IG. Let's get 7 badges to get our 30 badge goal on IG. Double tap on that screen. What did he do? Oh, baby, guess what he done? He forgot that fast. He forgot that fast. The same Jehovah that you just called on, that rained down fire, understand, in front of you and everybody out there, the same Jehovah that you just called on, that you knew, that you loved, that you trusted to help you out right there where you stood, that Jehovah, Anissa, thank you for those stars, appreciate you. The same one that just did this big thing right there in front of you, you forgot that fast. As soon as she said what she said, you know what he done? He got scared and he ran off into hiding. He allowed fear, understand, to blind him of what God's power really and truly is. How do you allow fear to consume you so quickly, insecurities to consume you so quickly? Thank you, Whit, for those stars. How do you allow fear to come right in? And just now, you know what you know. How in the world did you allow that one experience to run you into hiding, that one experience to send you running like a thief in the night? He took off running because he was afraid. How are you afraid of what this woman can do to you? I just want to make it clear. How are you afraid of what this woman is threatening to do to you in the natural when you just seen what happened in your life supernaturally? When have you ever known fire to come from the sky? Now you better make that make sense to me. Wait, hold up. Come on. Yo, did you hear what I just said? How are you afraid? Come on, talk to me nice. How are you so afraid of a woman and her saying what she's going to do to you in the natural? It's a lot of holes in this. Wait a minute, Latoya Lodi. Because I got some holes in this that I got to plug in. It's some things in this that if you only knew. Hold on. It's some things that I got to plug into this because this ain't sitting well with me. Thank you, Shaquan, for those stars. This ain't sitting well with me. Wait a minute, inspiring queen. It's something about this that just don't sit well with me. Because wait a minute, if I just showed you what I could do supernaturally in front of everybody, I just protected you in front of everybody. I just displayed my power, my strength, what I'm capable of right there in front of everybody. Why in the world are you sitting up here? What? You done got afraid just like that? You didn't let fear take over you just like that? You running off just like that? You in hiding just like that? Wait a minute. I just made fire fall from the sky. Thank you, Antoinette. Chosen Beautiful, appreciate you. I just made fire fall from the sky. I showed you what I can do for you supernaturally. That means that there's nothing in the natural that these folks can do to you. Understand that. Yeah. They ain't nothing. They can dig a ditch, but you ain't gonna fall in it. Understand that. They can throw as many arrows as they want to. Won't none of them touch you. They can go all these different things. They can lie to you, lie on you, and everywhere else. But that won't stop nothing that I'm about to do in your life. What are you thinking right now? Understand that. And that was a natural reaction. Sometimes we have those natural reactions as well. As soon as somebody says something, then that fear creeps up. We go straight into fight or flight mode. But what you have to do is you have to learn how to shake that off. You have to learn how to let that go. You have to learn how to check yourself. You have to learn how to self-parent the moment that you feel that feeling coming up. Or you have to shut that down. The moment that you feel those thoughts creeping up, you got to shut that down. You have to remind yourself the same God that did it then is going to do it again. The same one that rained down fire, the same one that brought in water, the same one that parted the Red Sea, the same one that said peace be still is the same one that's going to do it in every situation that I have in my life. I do not operate with the spirit of fear, but of peace and a sound mind. Understand that. Oh, you do not have the victory. I'm more than a conqueror. Understand that. Double tap on my screen. Yeah, you have to self-parent yourself. You have to let yourself know what's going on. Wait a minute. Elijah, where you run into? What you got going on? I just showed you what I can do. Ain't nowhere in the world. And y'all, you had to peep it too. It was a woman that he was scared of. It wasn't even a king that was talking. Jezebel was the king's wife. That's a whole nother thing that'll teach a whole nother day all by itself, baby. Don't worry, Patreon. Y'all know I'm coming with that story. I said, what? Not the woman? They say, yeah. The woman ain't nothing like a woman scorned, baby. Yeah. Elijah was a big prophet. You done did all of this and you running from a woman who is she ain't even the king or the queen. She is married to the king. You mean you went running from oh baby, be careful. The Bible also says a sanctified wife will sanctify her whole house. Stop discrediting women. Stop discrediting women. We got way more power than if you only knew. Baby, if you only knew the power that you really possess. You walking around all timid and all of that, all frail and all of that, baby. But I want you to understand that inside of us is something that is so powerful. It's something, yes, inside of us is something so powerful. You know, it's that influence. Hello, somebody. Because if you love a person the right way as a woman, you can influence them to do a little bit of anything. But that's another day. That's another day. I'm not about to do it. I'm not gonna do it. I am not gonna do it, not right now here today. I'm just gonna leave it like this. If you only knew, if you only knew, baby. If you only knew. Hello, somebody. Hello, somebody. I'm about to slide on. I'm about to slide on. Go ahead on, Roxanne. We ain't gonna do it today. But another day we just might. Hello. Okay, so now here you are. You're running off. Elijah, you running off. Where you going? I just showed you what I'm able to do, and that's God in your life right now today. Telling you I just showed you what I'm able to do. Remove that fear, insert that faith. I just showed you what I'm capable of. Why in the world are you running afraid? Why are you staying and settling in situations that are not good for you? Why are you afraid to speak up and speak your truth? Why are you afraid when I've already showed you that you are more than a conqueror? That everything that you're going through, everything that you're dealing with, all of this is designed by me. I know what I got going on in your life. I've already prepared an escape for you. Now you're worrying about something that I've already figured it out. I've already put it into place. It's already mapped out for you. You got one job, and that's to trust me. You got one job, and that's to trust me, to stay in alignment, to make sure that you're not going your own way. Elijah runs off. Remember what I said in the beginning of this video? I said, stop beating yourself up. Stop judging yourself, to give yourself grace, to let it go, to release yourself from the person that you used to be and move forward in your life. Get that out of your mind, that ain't nobody keeping count of how many times you had to get back up. Ain't nobody got no checklist of how many times you had to get back up. Remember what I was just saying? That this is the reason why. Because this happened all at the same time right now. So now God then came and rained down fire from heaven, set the altar and the false prophet all on fire, right? He done burned up everything. They said he even burned up the stone, baby. He was, you know something, but I told y'all yesterday, I said the God that we serve operates in abundance. Now he ain't have to do all that fire. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, you be for real. Be for real. When you and God cool like that, you have to have them conversations, because that's with me. Now, you ain't have to set up the stones on fire, too. You got to go overboard. When he say abundance, he really mean abundance. Like, you could have rained down the fire on the altar and kept it cute like everybody else. You got to come down, rain down fire, burn up the false prophets, and burn up the stones that the altar was made out of, too. You had to just wipe it all out. That's just how you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you, he is very petty, right? He's very, very petty. And that's the conversation. That's how you have to go to him. Now, you know that was petty, right? I get what you was doing, but you know, that was real petty, because you had already proved the point when the fire was coming from the heavens. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. You had already did what you was going to do, you know, already. So why in the world did you have to do all of that? But that's the God that we serve. We serve a God that operates in abundance. Thank you, Doris 127. We serve a God that operates in abundance. You come on, double tap on my screen. Anything that he do big. What are you telling me, coach? Stop going small. Stop praying small. Stop asking small. Stop living small. Stop settling for small, because everything that he do it, and he do it big, including raining down another fire, clearly. You know what I mean? So if you got less, if you're settling for less, that's on you. That's what you're putting up with, because he's a God of abundance. What did I tell y'all this month? Affirmation. I see abundance in my future. I see abundance in my future. future. I see abundance in my living, in my thinking, in my growth, and my development. Understand? Yes, I see abundance. And that's what you have to speak. That's what you have to pray. That's what you have to seek on a regular basis. Hello, somebody, baby, yeah, I done turned small or loose. Baby, yeah, used to be addicted to small, but now I'm addicted to big. I'm addicted to extreme. I'm going all the way up there. I'm not thinking small. I'm not begging small. I'm not running after small. I'm not talking small. Yep, that's right. Don't even like small talk. Understand that I see abundance in my future. Yeah, he done rained down this fire, burnt up everything that's out there. So now Elijah is then running scared over there. You know what? You know the type of God that we serve? When I said that he don't hold those things against you, that he realizes that sometimes you're going to experience fear. You're going to experience, it's a natural reaction. That's why you have fight or flight. You're going to experience it, but you have to check it. You have to shut it down. It's not to say that it's never going to happen. You're going to feel a feeling of anxiousness, but you have to shut it down. It's not to say that it's never going to happen. You're going to feel a feeling of anxiety. Understand, all of these are emotions. All of these things are direct response to your fight or flight. These things are in our DNA. They lay dormant inside of our nervous system until we feel threatened in one way or shape or form, in one way or another, right? And when something happens, it triggers it. But you have to be responsible for shutting it down right when you feel it. You have to be responsible for self-parenting yourself and bringing yourself back into alignment as soon as you feel it. Now, he's out here in the woods. Just be real and say, Coach, sometimes I be in the real. I be in the woods. Coach, sometimes I be out there in the woods, baby. I be out there worried. I be out there in the woods. I be out there stressed out. I be out there in the woods. I be out there trying to figure it out on my own. I be out there in the woods and I be trying, ooh, baby. Coach, sometimes I be out there in the woods. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I really be out there in the woods. I be out in the woods and I'm trying to get up out the woods. My Cash App is your favorite speaker. Your favorite speaker is my Cash App. Double tap on the screen. Somebody on one of these platforms, they'll put it in there. It's spelled the right way, your favorite speaker. Yeah. So it's like, wait a minute, hold on. Sometimes I be out there in the woods, Coach. I be out there in the woods. But you know what happened? Right after he ran scared, God did not turn his back on him. No. Nobody's keeping count. God did not turn a deaf ear to him. You are not too far gone. I don't care what you've done, what you've experienced, you can always come home. He did not say, oh, I ain't fooling with you no more. I didn't rain down this fire and now you running scared. No. He understands. He's forgiving. He's gracious. He's understanding. He's forgiving. He's kind. And everything that you do and you don't do, you have to also know, again, all these things, he's aware, he knows your heart. Nobody is down on you like you down on yourself. Nobody is going against you. That's your own negative self-talk. That's your own fears, your own insecurities. That's the enemy playing with your mind. Reset as many times as you need to. Understand that. Reset, realign, get back in position. Stop dragging it out. Do it instantly. Come on, Cassandra. Do it instantly. Do it immediately. Stop dragging. Well, 2 or 3 weeks and you still over there crying about that. Get in alignment. Here we go a month. You still crying about that. Get in alignment. You're wasting time. For what? Why are you still over there doing that? Everybody then forgot about that. They on to the next thing. Get back in alignment. What are you doing? Why? He over there. He in the woods. He's tired. He fell asleep. It's something about him falling asleep that said, it kicked me right there. And I said, wait a minute. You done ran from somebody after God and did what he did, and then you had the audacity to go to sleep? Wait a minute. Shouldn't you be on your knees praying? Shouldn't you be on your knees begging and out to God saying, forgive me for being afraid. Forgive me for throwing in the towel. Forgive me for doing what, shouldn't you be doing that? He went over there and he went to sleep. He was tired. And the God that we serve is so good. He's so forgiving. He's so kind. Oh God, I thank you. He's so kind. He's so loving to us. He's just like a parent. He's just like your parent. He loves you so much. He loves you in spite of you. He's there for you in spite of you. Willing to forgive you in spite of you. Willing to work things out on your behalf in spite of you. Just keep in mind, it doesn't even say that Elijah went over there and went to prayer. He was tired. He went over there and he went to sleep. And while he was asleep, God was working things out for him. And while he was slumbering, God was working things out for him. While he was laying over there asleep, he was tired from running from Jezebel and the people because they had said that they was going to unalive him. He was laying over there asleep. So when I teach my people, when I tell y'all in the Patreon, what did I say? I said, God will be working on your behalf and he will not have to put it on a billboard. He doesn't have to put it out there to let you know that he's working. He's already told you that he was going to do it. So he ain't got to come and make no announcement about nothing that he's doing. While you over there, just know that it's being done. He ain't got to broadcast it. It's being done. You got one job, and that's to trust that it's being done. If you only knew, while you was sleeping, I was working. While you was slumbering, I was working. While you was pacing the floor, I was working. While you was crying them tears for nothing, I was working. Understand that I've always been right here, and I've always been working on your behalf. What did I tell y'all yesterday? I'm not stressing. I'm not going into no depression. I'm not doing anything of that. When you ask me how I'm doing perfect. Why are you perfect? Because I know, I trust that everything is going to work out for my good. That's what it's going to work out for my good, baby. Good, yeah. Whether I understand it completely or not, it's going to be for my good because I trust him to rule my life. I trust him. Understand his will be done, not mine. Understand that. So however he want to go about it, that's what I'm going to do. However he want me to move, that's how I'm going to move. And when you get out of your own way, when you shut down your thoughts and what you want, and you allow him to work and do what he do, it ain't going to be nothing but good. Put good inside the comment section. How is it? It's good. Baby, just put it's good. But write good in big letters though. Can we all capitalize? Baby, it's good. It's good. Baby, it's good. How is it? Oh, baby, it's good. It's good. That's it. That's it. That is good. You know, it's how it's good. That's it. How's your life? It's good. Understand how it's good. Mental health, good. Spiritual health, good. Physical health, good. How them children, good. How their relationship, good. Everything is good, baby. Everything is working out to my good. Understand that everything is good. Might not be the way that I want it to be right now, but I'm still counting it good. Yeah, it's still good. It's going to get exactly where he wanted to be. It's good. That's it. That's all. And I'm moving on. So now you got Elijah out here sleeping, right? He's sleeping. God is still working on his behalf while he sleeps. And what happens? God sends an angel over there. Not only did he send the angel, he sent the angel over there. He didn't wake up Elijah and say, Elijah, go over there and I put some food and stuff over there so you could get nourished, so you can get your energy back, so you could get back in this game. No. He went over there. He woke him up the first time. Not only did this is the God that we serve. Not only did he send an angel, he sent the angel over there. He sent them an angel that was a chef. Come on, let's put it out. This me paraphrasing. The Bible said the angel came and cooked for him. But I'm just saying that 2024, I got to make it so y'all understand. He ain't just sent a regular angel. He sent the chef. We got chef angel out here, baby. Yeah, come on. He didn't just send an angel. He sent the chef angel. What angel came? The chef angel. He sent the chef angel over there to get him, baby. Angel, chef, come into the building, right? So now here come the chef angel. He wakes over there and wake him up, baby. I got 5 course out here waiting on you. Come on over here. God sent me down here to take care of because he said that you wasn't nourished, baby. I got to get you well nourished and back on your feet, off your butt and on your feet. Come on over here and eat this up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got something for you. This ain't manna over here, baby. This is definitely milk and honey. This is straight from the heavens above. Came all the way down here to cook up this meal right here for you. Okay? So right, and you ain't even know it. You ain't even smell nothing. hurting or nothing. He was just over there cooking. That means you was in a sound sleep. You was in a deep sleep. And while you was in that deep sleep, I was over there working on your behalf. While you was in that deep sleep, I was over there doing God's work. Understand that. Woke him up. He came over there and he got to eating, right? It said that he got to eat, but he was so tired, so malnourished and everything from all that running. He went and did what? He went and went right back to sleep. He went back over there and he went right back to sleep. But that's what we do too. Sometimes when we didn't got that good food, we do what? We eat, and then all of a sudden we get sleepy. We fall asleep on the couch. We fall asleep in the love seat over there, or we just out. While I'm tired, that food didn't put me to sleep. Now the food didn't put him to sleep, so he goes back to sleep. Understand that. Understanding the power of sleep. I think that God kept putting him back to sleep, allowing him to go back to sleep because I need you to get back to 10. Right now you're operating with that first meal. It might have got you right up there to 5. You was about you halfway there. Some of y'all are working with a half a cup. You're working with a half a cup right now. So you got a half a cup going on, but I got to get you to that next level. So while you're sleeping, I'm still repairing. While you're sleeping, I'm still working. While you're sleeping, I'm still making things happen on your behalf. Understand that. I know that you had a little mess up over there, but don't worry about that. That was all part of the plan. I got something for you still. So the angel, do not leave. Now the angel is back over there in the kitchen all over again. Why? Because we got to get you to a smooth 10, baby. Understand that. So then he goes back and he wakes him up again. Hello, somebody. Yes, it's all right there in the book. Go read it. He go and wake him up again. He come back and this time he eats all over again, right? So now he's up there and he's eating all over again. Now he goes from a 5 up to a 10. You didn't got your rest and you didn't got fed. What are you saying? You didn't got your physical rest. You didn't got your spiritual food. Now you've been fed. You physical life is up to par because you well rested. And over here, spiritually, you didn't got all the food that you need. Now you're well rested. You can't have more of one without having more of the other. Your spiritual life and your physical life, they run parallel. You have to have both. Now all of a sudden he is up and they said he had enough strength to go 40 days. You went to sleep, ate twice. Now you got enough strength to go 40 more days. Come on. If you only knew, you got some more in you. If you only knew, you got some more in you. But you got to be willing to bring it out. You got to be willing to pull it out. You got to be willing to activate it. You got to be willing to do the work. Even when you mess up, even when you fumble, even when you make a mistake, stop counting yourself out. Stop downing yourself. Stop speaking negatively about yourself. Stop sitting over there having that pity party, being a Debbie Downer, a negative Nancy. Get yourself up. Good morning, Tiffany. Get yourself up. Dust yourself off and get back into this game. Understand that how far you go is on you. Succeeding or not, that's on you. Doing, having all of that, that's on you. The life that you settle for is going to be the life that you have. If you want to go big, you can go big, but it's going to require you to put in that work. You want more out of life, you can have that more that you want, but you got to get up and you have to get after it. Sitting down won't bring it to you. Newsflash, you sitting down hoping and praying that it come. Oh baby, that ain't gonna do it. That ain't gonna. You have to have a action step into that. You have to be willing to put in that work. You have to be willing to do what is necessary to get what it is that you want out of this thing called life. If you only knew. If you only knew. Same one that rained down fire. Same one that brought in the flood. Same one that had the whale spit Jonah out. Same one that let Peter walk on water. Same one that delivered Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Same one that delivered Daniel out the lion's den. Same one. It's the same one. If you only knew. Same one that brought Joseph out of the pit, out of slavery, out of the prison. Same one. Same one whose garment healed the lady with the issue of blood. His garment did it. She didn't touch him, she touched his garment. And that she touched the tip of it. It was the hem. She didn't even lay her hand all the way up on it. It's the same one. But the God you see is going to be the God that you get. Stop seeing them as only being effective in one area and understand that He is a God of all of these things. There's no area of your life that He cannot touch, that He cannot heal, that He cannot fix, that He cannot bring you out of. There's not a giant that you're going to face that is going to be bigger, that's going to be stronger, that's going to be faster than our God. Stop counting yourself out. He don't care about none of that. The moment that you free yourself from your own self, it's the moment that you'll see your life change. You will start to see things shift in your favor. Correct your own view on view. Every single day that you wake up and you put 10 toes to the ground, I want you to sweat yourself. Tell yourself how beautiful you are and how much you love you, because it's no love like self-love. And you first have got to love yourself way before you're able to love anybody else. It is your favorite online motivational and inspirational speaker. It's your girl, Street Poet, and the Chosen Family is all inside the chat on all 3 platforms. That's Facebook, that's TikTok, and Instagram. Big ups to everybody that sent me gifts, that sent me badges, that sent me Cash App payments, that sent me stars on all 3 platforms. I love the love and the support that you guys give. It definitely motivates me to continue to dig deeper into that word, to make sure that I'm always able to bring you guys good quality informational content that you guys can go back and research on your own, that you guys can go back and gain more understanding if need be. Sometimes they be like, Coach, you done broke that down to the point, ain't nothing else for me to go do. I just go on to the next chapter, you know, and I pride myself on being that person that's able to get it down to the lowest article, right? Because I want you to really thoroughly understand what it is. I thank you guys for your love, for your support, for your dedication, for the way that you show up for yourself on a regular basis here on Morning Walk, Word, and Worship, where you get your 3 wins a day. That's a mental win, a physical win, and a spiritual win. That's mind, body, and soul. That right there, that's top tier self-care right there. You got to pour in. You got to fuel that vehicle. Your body is your vehicle. You got to fuel that vehicle every single morning to be able to get through that day. And I hope and pray that you get that fuel that you need every single morning right here at Morning Walk, Word, and Worship from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram Live. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. But if I lifted your spirit, if I motivated you, if I inspired you in any type of way, shape, or form on this here morning, if I did that for you, go ahead and send me some love. This next Saturday, May 25th, I'm going to be in Chicago, Illinois. You can go on Eventbrite, get in the room tour, Chicago. That's right, I'll be in Chicago, Illinois next Saturday, May the 25th. Understand, listen, Chi-Town, y'all up next. Guess how many tickets is left? 5. I got 5 tickets left on the Eventbrite. 5 tickets to sold out. Call your best friend. Get y'all a girls night together, a girls evening together. Say, sis, you know what? We normally go to brunch, but we're going to get us some lunch. We're going to get us some word on this Saturday. That's right, because it starts at 3 o'clock from 3 until 8. So yes, meet me in Chicago, Illinois next Saturday, May 25th. Get in the room tour, Chicago. Call your besties up. Tell them we're going to get in the room tour. I need that experience. I need that word. I need to be in the room. It's something in the room for me. That's right. Call your daughters. Call your daughters' daughters. Call your grandmothers, your great grannies, all of them. Tell them, hey, we got to go get in the room. It's important that we get in that room. We need that experience. We need that love. We need that information. Bring your notepad. Bring your ink pen, a black one and a red one, because definitely I'm coming with them notes. Probably going to have my travel size chalkboard. Y'all know how I do, man. They messed up when they gave me these dry erase boards, baby. Yeah, gonna come with my board. All of that. We outside real bad next Saturday, Chicago, Illinois. Go ahead and tap in right now. Thank you so much, Big Eddie. Tap in right now, Chicago, Illinois. Go to Eventbrite. Get in the room to Chicago. Get in the room tour Chicago. Got tongue tied. That's right. Go get your ticket. 5 of them are left on that Eventbrite link. Go ahead and get that and get in the room. Jamaica, Negril, Jamaica. I am coming June the 7th through the 11th. That's right. Your coach gonna be international. I'm coming out to Jamaica. I'm I'm going to be speaking out there for the women's retreat. If you guys, if you're not in the room, you're going to be doing yourself a disservice. I'm coming out there. And then July the 27th, I will be in the DMV. That's right, Wardrobe, Maryland. I'm coming back out that way. So yes, man, y'all know I love the DMV. I'm on my way, man. I love me some of you guys, man. Thank y'all so much for the love and the support again, for everybody that sent a badge, for everybody that sent a gift, for everybody that sent a star or a cash app payment this morning. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys got the information that you need. Enjoy the remaining portion of your day. Make sure that as you're going into whatever environments that you're going into, you're going in with a smile. Have your day your way. You are in total and complete control over the flow of your day. Do not allow anything or anybody to ruin your day, to ruin your mood, or to pierce your peace. That is all on you. You get to pick and choose who and what you share space with, what you give your energy to. Protect that at all costs, because peace is definitely the new wealth. I love me some you. I will see you guys soon. Chicago, Saturday, May 25th. If you haven't got your ticket, go to Eventbrite. They got the tickets. Go over there. I got 5 of them left. Everybody, I know y'all waiting on me to say it. Yes, I am going to have your link up in just here in a little bit today. If you are going to get your Hello Somebody, pre-order your Hello Somebody vision box, it's going to be on the way. That's right. That link is going to be coming soon. Just got word yesterday that my boxes will be dropping Saturday. That's right. The boxes will be here on Saturday. Just waiting on the journals to all get here. Once those journals get here, we're going to get those boxes boxed up for you guys, and everything is going to be shipped out. But if the first 50, I'm going to have 50 boxes that's going to be available for pre-order. 50 boxes. So when that link goes up, Patreon supporters, if you guys are trying to be within that first set, make sure you go into the Patreon. When I drop that link, go and grab your box. Go and grab your box, because after that, I will release it all on all other platforms so that everybody else can start ordering their boxes as well. Yes, chosen, y'all know how it goes, man. The Patreon people, they get theirs, and then I put it out there for everybody else. 50, it's going to be 50. That's going to first 50. After that, everything else that's going to be left, I will put out on all the other platforms. And yes, I will have other orders. We got back orders coming in as well. So I'm going to have some more that's going to be coming. We're going to have these. Everybody's going to be able to get a box, but whoever get theirs first is going to be based on the orders that come in. It's going to be a first come, first serve type of thing. So if you're in the Patreon, you guys will have access to get it first, and then I'll release it, and all the boxes are going to be ordered, being shipped out. It's going to contain 5 things y'all already know. That's going to be your journal. That's going to be your journal. That's going to be customized. Your pen. That's going to be customized. The sleeve. The pen is also going to come in a sleeve. And then you're going to get your candle, because I believe in setting the mood so that you can get started with your writing to get you good and relaxed. You're going to have your affirmation cards, and your prayer cards are also going to be in there, in a special thank you note coming from yours truly. That's right. I had to sit myself down. I wanted to be personal. Everything about this box is going to be customized. Every single thing, including the box itself, is going to be customized, right? So everything is going to have that hello somebody. And I just want to tell y'all that I love you guys so much, and thank you guys so much for supporting me in everything that is attached to me. And you guys enjoy the rest of y'all day. Y'all be good. All right, guys, I want y'all to enjoy the rest of y'all day. Man, y'all be blessed. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, be blessed. Do the best that you can do, you know what I'm saying, on an everyday basis. We all striving to perfection. Nobody is perfect, but we're definitely always striving. So you continue to put your best foot forward no matter what. Coach, love you. I want you to have the best day ever. You know what I'm saying? And I say that because 99.9% of the time, it's being that I am home this weekend. Y'all just might see me in the morning. We gonna see. Y'all just might see me in the morning. I got a couple of people that say, why y'all do morning walk and worship in the morning? But most of the time I'm not here. But I love getting up and starting my day with you guys, making sure you guys are up and motivated and all of that. So we'll see. We might just see me in the morning. That's right. Y'all might just see me in the morning. So I love you guys so much, man. And I just want to I can't tell y'all that enough. Thank you guys for all the love and all the support. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful Friday. Make it perfect on purpose. All right.